Hey, this is MassX with a new Keep or Delete video, and we are going to talk Girl Wars. Now, this game came out about a year ago, I want to say, in Japan. Played that version, thought it was actually really fun, but I don't like having to translate because I'm a lazy son of a bitch, so I chose not to, and it just got released globally about a month ago, and I've been playing it. And I just decided to do a video because I actually think the game is actually fun. Now, again, it's pretty obvious for me to see from the front what this is based on. And there are going to be some things in here that during the video, if you are watching it and things get covered up, you will know why, because I don't want the video flagged, because there is some questionable stuff, at least for YouTube, let's say. But yes, this is Girl Wars, and it is got idle components, but it also has things that you have to do manually. So let's go first into the campaign section. Now again, in the campaign section, as you can see, I haven't logged in a bit. You do have this idle component, so it's auto battling. You're going to get all sorts of goodies consistently throughout the day. But the big area is your challenge mode, and that's where, when you start this game, you want to play. Now there's auto, manual, and skip for this, okay? So basically, as you can see, you will set up your team. When it initially starts, you'll have a couple, and as your level goes up, it will progress. And when you max level it, you're going to be able to have 2 full teams battling, which is really nice, actually. I like that part of it, especially in other sections of the game. Now, as you can see, the total BP is up there. If you hit battle, you will have a few choices. You can auto it, you can skip it, and of course you can manual it. Now, mattering where you are and how strong you think your team is, you can just let it play through or not, but you will get the points where you can't go any further, very similar to most idle games. But in this game, manually playing actually helps you out a lot. So if you don't beat a level and you go and play it manually, the game will even tell you to manual it. You can win a lot of the time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit auto while I'm playing this, so you can actually see some of the graphics, see some of the stuff in this, and get an idea of what this game has to offer. Now, I actually enjoy the gameplay. I think the characters, what they bring to the table with their different effects and things that they can do is nice. You'll have certain characters that will raise certain types of things in the team. Of course, you're going to have characters that raise crit. You're going to have some that can shield, damage reduction. Really cool stuff. But yeah, the game itself, and it has some really good cutscenes in it too, that honestly, this game came out before Outer Plane, and some of them look like Outer Plane might have been watching this game previously, but yeah. But I really enjoy the game. There is a lot of aspects to this with your building of your different characters, and so you do have to really, when you're forming your team, decide what your pluses and minuses are. There's also leaders that will have an effect on your team. And you can have more than one leader, but based on the placement will be who has the effect that is going to be there in the game. But as you can see, I cleared it. First clear rewards, and you just hit continue like in the older game. You clear it and you move on to the next one. There's also a trial section. Now in the trial section, you can get character pieces, which is really nice, and some really actually good stuff like SSR draw tickets, different types of items to help you be able to build up equipment. So yeah, it's actually really cool. Now in the hero section, you'll see your different characters in here and can take a look at them. As you can see, you have equipment, you can see your skills, you can see, yeah, you get some extra push for what they call the love section. And of course, your stat breakdown. On top of that, you have ascension, okay? That just continues to go. You have enlightenment. And in all different areas to enlightenment. There are so many different ways to build your characters. And then you've got, let's call it bonds, but they call it intimacy. And when you go in there, as you build up, let's say the bond/intimacy, you can click this little button that says underwear here. And yeah, this will be most likely covered up if you can't tell why. And if not, use your imagination. And there's other things you can click on in here. Let's see if I can find one that I do not have to cover up. Let's try this one. And let's try that one. That one will probably fly through. And yeah, so it has some little components to it that I wouldn't consider racy, but some would. And yeah, so, take it for what it is, But all of that aside, the game itself, though, like I said, has so much to offer. Now, besides the campaign mode, you have adventure mode in the dungeon, which I absolutely love because it's kind of got that feel of, a little bit of 8-bit. And you can go in, and the battles in the dungeon will be all different types. It could be 1-on-1, 3-on-3. 6-on-6, and so on. And so you just go in, same type of gameplay when it comes into it, but again, you're able to at least go in and see something a little different feel. The way the dungeon is set up, be kind of given that quasi Mario feel from the Nintendo days. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying this is groundbreaking, but fun? Yeah, actually, surprisingly, especially for this type of game. I wasn't expecting it, and I completely honestly forgot all about it because it didn't come out globally. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then I saw that the global release finally occurred, and there you go. Get your rewards and you move on through the dungeon. Pretty cool stuff. I actually enjoyed. On top of that, you have your arena mode. I don't think I have any more in, but basically you pick your opponent and you play against them. It couldn't be any more straightforward. You've also got bosses, which again, you can play against. This one's going to be the Dragon Queen when it comes up in 17 hours. And there's all different levels. So starting at 1, it's the lowest difficulty, all the way up to 10. So everybody can participate in it. And it's teams of 3. So, and what I mean by teams of 3 is you'll be playing with 2 other players. So you can either create your own team or you can join in. So yeah, that's really good. And it's got, of course, a labyrinth mode. And as you can see, you're going to trot through and do your thing. You got your poison clouds in here. You've got a boss to attack. And you just get more rewards and work your way up. You've got items that you can pick up and use. Again, straightforward labyrinth mode. No surprises there. The spa battle has an opening. There is a world martial arts tournament that doesn't start for 6 days on here, but like I said, there's tons of stuff. Then you've got a city mode where you're gaining more items, very idle-esque. You can go into different areas and see, this is the summoning area, but you're acquiring SR tickets for free, so you go in and get it. You got a mall, but then you've got your blacksmith shop where you can forge all sorts of equipment. You've also got, your means for garnering other type of currencies in the game that you're going to need. The dojo, the mine, the sky terrace, all sorts of stuff. And if you're super lazy, they have an auto collect all in that top right hand corner. So like I said, again, just a lot of stuff. And it's got guild play, of course. So in your guild, you've even got more. You've got guild trials, world conquest, guild battles. You've got capture chest girl and power of the rune, which is basically building up runes to make your teams more powerful. And like I said, there is an abundance of stuff in here because the game has been out so long. So now releasing it in global a year later, there's so much to do in here, and it is quite fun. Now again, this game will give you a lot of stuff. I wouldn't, out of a scale of 1 to 10 for free to play friendly, I'd probably say it's about a 6.5, maybe a little bit more. There is a lot of pay aspects in this, VIP system, etc., but it doesn't deter from the gameplay itself. If you just want to have a good time and see some really kind of well-designed characters, that's the thing. I mean, come on. I mean, they look great, and honestly, the way they're built up with their skill sets, they just have a lot of interesting things to really be able to come in and really create something that you want to do. And that's what I really like about it. And I just think it's fun. And again, you could come in and play 15 minutes or you could play 2 hours. That's the great part about it, and not get bored. That's what I found in it and really enjoyed. So yeah, that's a quick overview of Girl Wars. Let me know what you think. I could try to show you guys some more of the raciest stuff, but I'm not so sure. I'm not going to take any more chances. So yeah, pardon me if I blocked off anything. And right now we just got our newest character releasing, which is Cleopatra. Yeah, okay, so I might have to cover up some of that. But there you go. That's who they just released. Not one that I would actually, and I might do a separate video on this, recommend getting. It's probably a skip because there are definitely better characters out here for you to play. In particular right now, Minamoto is a really good character and a leader. That would be the better pull system. And you know, before I say any more, let me just get back in here so I can show you. When the featured banner is up, just so everybody's aware, you will get shards just by pulling, as you can see there. So they do give you some incentive. They also have wishes as well as luck. And when you're pulling, if you have wishes, you can give a peach. And what it does is you will get at least 2x rewards from the next 5x draws, and it could be more than that, and there's a chance of getting 5x rewards. I really like their system to a certain degree. There's a lot of dupes involved, just so you're aware, but they do help you out as you're getting them. And so yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, the system that they have for it. Not saying it's perfect, not saying it's the best, but yeah, it's an interesting system and seems to work, quite honestly. I've had very lucky times pulling and not so lucky, but that's with any gacha. But yeah, I don't want to let this video go on much longer. This is Girl Wars, idle RPG for the most part, with a lot of aspects though that will require you to play manually, especially if you really are serious about moving forward. I think it's a good game right now. They've got lots of events going on to get free stuff. There's a couple codes out there. I'll put that in the description if you're interested in playing. But yeah, for what it's worth, hey, it's fun. And that's all you could look for in a mobile game, right? Well, with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.